Hi all, in this video we are going to discuss the key features of Indian Constitution. First one, Federalism. Federalism refers to the existence of more than one level of government in the country. In India, we have governments at the state level and at the center. Panchayat Raj is the third tier of government. Since we got a diverse geographical location and large number of communities in India, we need decision makers at every level. While each state in India enjoys autonomy in exercising powers on certain issues, subjects of national concern require that all of these states follow the laws of the central government. The Constitution contains lists that detail the issues that each tier of government can make laws on. In addition, the Constitution also specifies where each tier of government can get the money from for the work that it does. Under federalism, the states are not merely agents of federal government but draw their authority from the Constitution as well. All the persons in India are governed by laws and policies made by each of these levels of government. The second feature is parliamentary form of government. The Constitution of India guarantees universal adult suffrage for all citizens. When they were making the Constitution, the members of the Constituent Assembly felt that the freedom struggle had prepared the masses for universal adult suffrage and that this would help encourage a democratic mindset and break the clutches of traditional caste, class and gender hierarchies. This means that the people of India have a direct role in electing their representatives. Also, every citizen of the country, irrespective of his or her social background, can also contest in elections. These representatives are accountable to the people. The third feature is separation of powers. According to the Constitution, there are three organs of government. These are the legislature, the executive and the judiciary. The legislature refers to our elected representatives. The executive is a smaller group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government. The judiciary refers to the system of courts in the country. In order to prevent the misuse of power by any one branch of the government, the Constitution says that each of these organs should exercise different powers. Through this, each organ acts as a check on the other organs of government and this ensures the balance of power between all three. So, according to the Constitution, there are three organs of government, namely legislature, executive and the judiciary, in which legislature refers to elected representatives and executive refers to the people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government, and the judiciary refers to the court system in our country. The fourth point is fundamental rights. The section on fundamental rights has often been referred to as the conscience of the Indian Constitution. Colonial rule had created a certain suspicion of the state in the minds of the nationalists, and they wanted to ensure that a set of written rights would guard against the misuse of state power in independent India. Fundamental rights, therefore, protect citizens against the arbitrary and absolute exercise of power by the state. The Constitution thus guarantees the rights of individuals against the state as well as against other individuals. Moreover, the various minority communities also expressed the need for the Constitution to include rights that would protect their groups. The Constitution, therefore, also guarantees the rights of minorities against the majority. As Dr. Ambedkar has said about these fundamental rights, their object is twofold. The first objective is that every citizen must be in a position to claim those rights. And secondly, these rights must be binding upon every authority that has got the power to make laws. That's why it's called twofold. In addition to fundamental rights, the Constitution also has a section called Directive Principles of State Policy. This section was designed by the members of the Constituent Assembly to ensure greater social and economic reforms and to serve as a guide to the independent Indian state to institute laws and policies that help reduce the poverty of the masses. The fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution include right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. In the right to equality, all persons are equal before the law. This means that all persons shall be equally protected by the laws of the country. It also states that no citizen can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, caste, or sex. Every person has access to all public places, including playgrounds, hotels, shops, etc. The state cannot discriminate against anyone in matters of employment, but there are exceptions to this regarding some of the rights. The practice of untouchability has also been abolished. In the right to freedom, it includes the right to freedom of speech and expression, the right to form associations, the right to move freely and reside in any part of the country, and the right to practice any profession, occupation, or business. In the right against exploitation, the Constitution prohibits human trafficking, forced labor, and employment of children under 14 years of age. In the right to freedom of religion, religious freedom is provided to all citizens. Every person has the right to practice, profess, and propagate the religion of their choice. In the cultural and educational rights, the Constitution states that all minorities, religious or linguistic, can set up their own educational institutions in order to preserve and develop their own culture. And in the last right to constitutional remedies, it allows citizens to move the court if they believe that any of their fundamental rights have been violated by the state. The last key feature is secularism. A secular state is one in which the state does not officially promote any one religion as the state religion. That's all regarding the key features of Indian Constitution. Thank you.